We all waste an insane amount of time consuming dumb shit on a phone, and we don't even realize that. Now, more than ever, the rates of consumption has skyrocketed for humanity, and it isn't a coincidence that the rates of innovation, or rather to say invention, has been declining. No one can disagree to have been watching their mobile phones for at least 2 hours a day. I personally observe this problem with me, and it's not even the kind of content you're consuming, it's the fact that you are not creating anything. That's the problem. We all know that when there's an input, there's supposed to be an output, right? That's the energy equation. So, in this case, we are inputting the content on social media into ourselves. But where's the output? Isn't the energy that we are taking in the form of that content just getting packed in ourselves, and it's not being put out into the world in some form or the other? Because if you just start to create just something, anything, wouldn't that make a difference for you, for how your life path is going? For me, I picked up the camera right now from this moment because I thought, why shouldn't I create? I've been consuming so many things. I've been consuming content on social media to improve myself, to develop myself. But what am I creating? What is it that I am creating? And I looked into myself, and the answer was nothing. It's nothing. So I think that's a lack. In the Renaissance era, the one thing, the one thing that was at its topmost high, you know what? It was creators, artwork, music, the soft skills that require the creative power of the human mind. Those were being harnessed at the most, and that is why the Renaissance era in human history will be remarkably remembered. But I don't get it. Right now in the content economy, we don't even need to think of ideas. It's just like the internet has so many ideas. We got AI has got so many ideas, but what are we using? What am I using? Just going back a few years, you can realize that the barrier to entry to creating content was so big, and now all of us have a phone. At least all of us have access to a phone, a camera, and we all can create. It's up to us. That's the simplest form of creation that we can harness in today's world with the internet age. But people don't do that. Why? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I start creating content when I thought about it? I look at all these people online. There are old people, young people, kids like me, kids smaller than me. They're creating content. And something that holds us back is, what will people think? What will people think when they see the content that I have created? What will people think when they see me using camera creating content? What will they think of me? But at last it decided it does not matter. It never did, because if what people think mattered for me, then I wouldn't be here. I would be doing what people thought to be right for me. And people think that going to school is right, that going to college is right. But I don't think that. And it's not that I have it anything against those kind of people. No. It's just that I don't think that way. It's not the life for me. This is the life for me. But coming back to the point, thing is that we need to create this camera, this thing right here, this thing. This needs to be used for the right things, used to create, because when I create, I will innovate, and when I innovate, I'll be able to invent. So the end line for all of this is that to start creating. That's the goal. That's the thing that I want to convey here. That's the thing what I'm going to start to do now on. I'm going to start creating. It's not that I need to create a physical thing. I can create thoughts. I can innovate ideas and thought patterns. I can invent ideologies, and that is how I create my own mind game. That's the power of a creator, and that is what I'm going to harness. This is the point from which I start creating my game.